Good morning, everybody. It is a lovely, lovely, foggy morning here in the Gettysburg area. Very nice. It's not really, but whatever. I mean, this is what happens. Yesterday, we went, it was like this yesterday here, and we went down to Shepherdstown to check out O'Hurley's General Store. I'm telling you, if all you do is go to Shepherdstown to check out O'Hurley's, you'll be satisfied. It's such a cool place. I don't know if they still do it or not, but they used to have bluegrass jams, I think Thursday nights. And I've never been to one, but I've been wanting to go to one. Anyway, Shepherdstown is an awesome town. Over there on the other side of the mountains, it was nice and how you say, spring-like, but then we got up into the mountains and you couldn't see 100 yards in front of you, and then the other side, which is here, looked like this. So we've got we've got some gloom, but whatever. It's not freezing cold, it's not snow. We're heading in what we call the right direction, which is towards summer, and all is right in the world, if you ask me. Good morning, Gene. Good morning, Barbara. Yes, unexpected today. I'm going into the studio to edit, hopefully tonight or tomorrow's Ask a Guide release with Stu Dempsey. We're talking about Orland Smith's Brigade out on Smith's Ridge, which is not very often talked about, simply because they spend most of their time skirmishing, but it was heavy skirmishing, and also where they did it is now all a neighborhood. So there is something you can go and see, which we talk about in the episode. But anyway, I'm going in to edit that today. I also have a phone meeting to take an inventory of all the episodes we've got. I need to, I was supposed to have recordings this week, but I need to reschedule them because I've been so busy that I haven't had the time to transfer stuff, and then I've run out of memory. So I told Dave we've got to see how many episodes we have and how far out that will take us, because I need to spend basically all of April just editing shows and scheduling them and putting them up, so that I can delete them from the hard drive and put the new shows on. So that is fun, because it takes a while, because you got to delete it by first uploading it to the cloud, which can take overnight sometimes because these are video files, and then you have to delete, and then you have to transfer from one disk to another, which usually just takes maybe 5-10 minutes, something like that. So that's not bad, but the uploading is what takes forever, and you can't put the new one on until the old one is uploaded and then deletable. So it's time consuming, So I'm going in on a Sunday because I haven't had time during the week. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, John. Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Don. John, Ron, and Don. Should start a folk band. Good morning, Dragoon. Let me get a better... There we go. So we're going in to town. Of course, I'm going to go through the battlefield first, which is why I'm bringing you along. I'll show you. I'm sure some of you have already seen it, but for the sake of those of you who haven't, I'll show you some of the movie shooting location sites as we pass them. Don, I wouldn't want to hear you sing. If it makes you feel good, Don, do it. So after Shepherdstown, which raise your hand if you've been to Shepherdstown, and then put a frowny face if you haven't been to Shepherdstown, because you should go. It's a really cool town. And I remember walking through it, and I said to Cindy, I go, Shepherdstown has the charm that Gettysburg used to have. And it made me sad to say that. But it still feels like a historic town, like an old historic town. It seems to embrace its heritage as such. It's clean, it's quiet. The houses off the main roads are nice. I mean, we have nice houses. I'm not saying this is a dump. I'm not saying that at all. But there's a, I don't know. It's different. It's different. So when I make my $4th million, oh no, I think it was my $2nd million, I said I would get a little house down there to stay. It is a cool little town. You should go. All right, John Bupp has been. And John also doesn't mean John Denver. Well, there you go. So you'll be the lead singer. Ron Moore said, I would start a band, but I can't sing or play any instruments. Only thing holding me back. Well, that's not a huge obstacle. You can overcome that. Don says, I'm not sure. I ran a race from Harper's Ferry to Antietam. I'm not sure if we ran through Shepherdstown, but no, I have not visited the town. Barbara has not visited. Well, you could have gone, I don't know the route it took. You could have gone that way. Shepherdstown is a straight shot to Antietam across the bridge. But you could also get to Antietam from Harper's Ferry via the Antietam or the Sharpsburg Road if you cross the river at Harper's Ferry. So I don't know, it depends on where you cross the river, I guess. And good for you for doing a race over those diabolical hills. I get tired just driving over them. Dragoon says, driven through Shepherdstown, driving from Harper's Ferry to Sharpsburg. Can't figure out the emojis. Don't worry about the emojis. You gotta go. You gotta go. I hope you join us. It is a fundraiser, so it's not going to be a free tour, but I hope you join us in September for our Antietam tour, because we are going to have a little, what would you call it? Reception, little light fare from a place called MJ's in Shepherdstown, which is really good food. We went there for lunch. I went there for lunch twice this week. But we're teaming up with Jen Murray and the George Tyler Moore Center to do this tour at Antietam as a little fundraiser, as you may know. And Scott Hartwig has been kind enough to give us the tour and agree to go with us afterwards to Shepherdstown to do a little book signing and meet and greet. So I hope you do it. A copy of the book will be part of, okay, wait, quick. This is where Little Round Top was shot. So up in there is where they shot Little Round Top. I didn't go on the tour, so I don't know exactly how they had everything arrayed, but that is the slope of Little Round Top from the movie Gettysburg. All right. Anyway, I hope you join us. If you don't, then you just make a point to get to Shepherdstown when you're in the area next time you are, because it's a nice little town. You got yourself a little college there. You got some good restaurants. There's a nice culture there. Go on a Saturday and everybody's out and about. You go during the week, it seems everything is closed, but maybe that was just when I went. It's still the off season thing. Cisco Lady Liberty says, so excited, moving here to Waynesboro in a month. Love this area. It is a beautiful area. There's a whole swath that I kind of start here in Adams County, going down through Maryland into Virginia and West Virginia. I think officially it's known as the Journey Through Hallowed Ground, which, yeah, is basically along the Route 15 corridor, but you can go miles and miles in any direction off of the Route 15 corridor and still be in it and still be in that area that I'm talking about. It's just gorgeous. And there's a feeling here of like you're kind of in the heart of the country, like where the country started. I don't know, it's good. Waynesboro is pretty nice too. We don't live too far from there. Like when we go to Walmart now, we go to the Waynesboro Walmart, which unlike the Gettysburg Walmart is a super, I just passed Pickett's Charge, sorry about that. But this barn coming up on the left is Hood's barn, where they took his arm off in the movie Gettysburg. Waynesboro's got some nice restaurants. There's a good sushi place there. Emmitsburg, also not far. If you're going to be in Waynesboro, Emmitsburg's just a, I don't know, 15-minute drive down Route 16. You go to the Carriage House there. It's funny, we go to the Carriage House because it's 4 miles from home. And we every time we go, we bump into somebody from Gettysburg. One time we bumped into like 2 separate parties of people from Gettysburg. And I don't know, we all seem to go there. I probably shouldn't tell you about it because now I've given away the secret that we go out of town, so we don't have to sit in line and wait for a table. Don says, wait, we finished in a stadium. Maybe there? What college? It's Shepherd University is the college. I think they have a stadium. I think I passed the stadium at some point. Oh yeah, John. I bump into John at the Waynesboro Walmart. Yeah, you got your history there. Fort Ritchie's not far away. And really, you're not far from Antietam. I've been down there twice this week from home, and it was like a 27-minute drive, I think it was. 27 miles. I don't remember. The number 27 was somehow involved. I'll probably have to pay attention next time, but it was not as long as it takes to go when you go from Gettysburg, obviously, closer. And you get a beautiful drive through Maryland. Maryland's a beautiful state. It's just full of Marylanders, is what I noticed. And I just like to bust balls. I have friends that are Marylanders. It's a gorgeous state, so it's a beautiful drive. Going to Boonesboro, there's a good restaurant in Boonesboro. I forget the name of it, but it's right on the corner of where the light is. There's only one light. That can go right into Antietam. And if you just keep driving through Sharpsburg on that same road, it'll take you to Shepherdstown. Ron says, be in town in 3 weeks. Looking forward to it. The thing in September sounds like a good reason to come back then. Yeah, I mean, you're going to support two nonprofits, the George Tyler Moore Center and the Digital History Pioneers. And you're going to get yourself a copy of Scott's book. If you already have a copy, now you're going to have two. If you don't have either one of them signed, now you can get it signed. And if you've never met Scott, Scott is a really cool guy, great to talk to, and he makes himself very accessible to our community, which is nice. And so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, that's the other thing. As part of your donation for the fundraiser, we will pay your parking fee with Antietam National Battlefield. So, there's a lot that goes into the donation. Or I should say, comes out of the donation. So it goes to a lot of other people. We're going to have food. They're going to get some money out of that donation too. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I went into the Schindler House, which is where the George Tyler Moore office is, and I met Jen's assistant, and she gave me like a very abbreviated tour. There's a nice backyard, and there's nice rooms inside, so we're going to do it inside and out. Hopefully the weather holds out and we don't have rain. That would suck. But we're going to go rain or shine because the soldiers did. That's why. If they could go rain or shine to make the stories, we can go rain or shine to hear the stories. I draw the line at winter, so that's why we don't do them in the winter. Yeah, there's a good antique mall down there too, Dragoon. I keep forgetting there's a good one. Ut brings